What's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue, and I am back for Real Housewives of Potomac, bitch. I almost forgot about y'all. Didn't even know y'all was coming on here till it was too late, y'all. All right, look. I got notes for y'all, and I have thoughts, and I was watching, okay? But before we start, I want to get into Scentbird, you guys, okay? $14.95 subscription service to get whatever perfume you prefer in this cute little encasing where you get to just turn it and hold up, wait, no, because I just tried to turn it again. Spray it. This is lovely. Okay, this is lovely. This is my newest scent that I've gotten. And this is the Tom Ford Velvet Orchid, okay? And I had the Black Orchid, which was the first one I ordered. This is, doesn't say, wait, hold up. Because it don't say the size. But I told y'all I was messing up the size. It's 8 milliliters and actually 0.27 in the bottle, fluid ounces, okay? Still, bigger than your normal little samples of perfume. But I got the Tom Ford. Yeah, like, oh my God. Get into it. It does smell really good, you guys. I love this. I love this. I think this is really cute. I love the subscription service myself. I've signed up, so it's not like I'm selling y'all something that I don't really like. The link down below in the description box, click it if you're into it. Click it if you want to see what perfumes they have. If there's anything on there that you want, you can sign up and get one like this every month, or you can get 2 or 3. They have their various options. So you guys check out Scentbird, okay? Check out Scentbird. If you want to smell good like your girl, check out Scentbird. If you want to smell like Bondi Blue, yeah. All right. Now that I've sold y'all something for this episode of Real Housewives of Potomac, let's get into my notes. I noticed that Charisse was not in the opening credits. She did not have whatever the fruit is that the bitches of Potomac have. And I'm happy because I don't like Charisse. I'm over Charisse. And apparently Charisse is over us. And I'm just fine with that bitch, okay? Happy that you're not there. There's a new girl named Candace that Ashley will bring in later in the season. I'm guessing maybe next episode. I don't know. She wasn't in this first episode, but we saw her at the beginning, so we know that Candace is a for real housewife, okay? Now let's get into it, you guys. Karen Heward. We all found out last year her husband owned $1.5 million in back taxes, okay, with his business ventures. All right? Everyone is speculating about what happened, hoping that it wasn't as bad as the Washington Post was making it seem, okay? Because that sounds bad. You owe $1.5 million. But if you have at least $3 million in your savings account, then maybe it's not that bad. But if you owe $1.5 million and your ass only got $800,000 in your savings, then I guess you got a moment problem, okay? Moving along. So, Robin tells Charisse and Monique, it seems like Monique's little barbecue at her new house that she just moved into in Potomac, and wanted y'all to know that she had the zip code, whatever that zip code might be, bitch. You were saying that like people all over the United States know what Potomac zip code is. That's for y'all bullshit bitches. We don't know that. We didn't care. Okay, your house look beautiful though. Your house look nice, okay? You know what we're impressed by, Monique? You and your husband's relationship, your beautiful little children, okay? How well-spoken and gorgeous you always are. That is what we're impressed by, bitch, not your zip code. That's for those hoes in Potomac that care. We don't care everywhere else, okay? Like, it's just, I'm just sorry. I could just care less. There are beautiful places all over the world that a bitch can live in. Why we being bucked up over somewhere in D.C., I don't know, okay? Because y'all backyards meet up, bitch. You can find that anywhere. Oh, because you got a pond in your backyard, bitch? What? My cousin had a pond in her backyard, and they lived in Mid-City. Girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, but I feel you, bitch. Whatever. But like I said, Robin tells Charisse and Monique that she talked to Karen, okay? And she said that Karen told her that she had no idea that this story was about to come out until 2 hours before it came out on the Washington Post. Karen's story is that she and her husband filed taxes separately, that she's never had a joint bank account with him like some of you other bitches have, okay? And he was trying to protect her. Old Ray was trying to protect Karen this whole time, okay? She's not broke, okay? She's fully loaded, bitch, okay? And she doesn't owe anyone anything, all right? And that's why her husband made her learn how to invest her money. He didn't just give her money to spend on frivolous things. He made that bitch work for that little money and the education he taught her. Girl, I wish somebody would give me some money and teach me how to invest it, okay? My family members and you know, families of the friends, people who know how to do that stuff, I be trying to reach out to them. Them hoes don't answer the phone. You just gotta learn shit on your own, I guess, you know. People in your family don't try to help you all that much. Okay, anyway, in my life, Robin, as a self-proclaimed broke bitch, okay, does not understand why Karen doesn't want to share her financial situation with everybody. Even though I do understand that living in your truth is always easier than trying to remember your lie, Robin, I do agree with you there. I also feel like there's an intrusiveness and like this entitlement that you have the right to know somebody's business like that y'all are giving off to me, especially you, Robin. And I feel like you do not have to know all of somebody's business in order to be supportive, okay? You can be supportive and be an ear and be a good friend to somebody without knowing all of their Kool-Aid. I feel like financial issues, first of all, there's a court situation going on. So Ray and Karen cannot really speak on the specifics of this whole tax situation. But at the end of the day, even if they could, as a married couple, if they say, hey, we don't need to talk about this outside the house, Robin, it really upsets me that you feel like it's so much your business to find out, but then you don't care. See, I hate when bitches do that. You check them for being too intrusive, and then they try to tell you they don't give a fuck. Well, we wouldn't be having this conversation if you was acting like you didn't give a fuck, okay? Karen, you know, was crying and is very emotional, walking around this big ass empty house by herself, watering plants that look on to this large yard. Let me say something, Karen, okay? Now it's time for me to address you, bitch, all right? Because I don't understand, if you're so smart about your money, if you're so loaded, why you think it's a good idea for you to be living in that vapid, empty, big-ass house, okay? And I mean empty and vapid because even though it may have furniture in it, you are very much alone, and that is way too much space for you and your what seems like kind of estranged husband. You know what I mean? There was a scene where they sat down to talk about the tax situation, and she's like breaking out these little struggle ass muffins that she got from the stove, and she asked him how he's been doing as if he hadn't been sleeping in the same bed with her. So I don't know what's going on in their marriage, but the lie that she tells everybody that she didn't know, it is a lie, because in the conversation, Ray, who always tells the truth regardless of how his wife has lied publicly, said that he didn't mention it to her years ago, but he didn't realize it had accumulated over the years since he told her. So maybe there are two sides to this story. Maybe she did know, but she didn't realize how much he owed and how that was going to come out publicly and be this stain on their reputation and all of this shit. But I also feel like she knew, because you were throwing parties and trying to show out and trying to make it seem like you had all this money. For what, Karen? You already on a show for having money. You do not have to live above your means to impress anybody. Most of us watching are broker than you, bitch. So why are you who are you fronting for? I hope it's not for these other women that's on this fucking show, because we all go through trials and tribulations and ups and downs, and just like somebody got some money today, they could not have some money tomorrow. You the prime example of that. So all of that walking around sashaying, trying to keep up with Monique and her husband and all this bullshit is ridiculous. I did not like Karen's house, okay? I don't like it, okay? I felt like it just looked old. It looked like an old house with some minor, new things that were put in for the selling. But I really felt like she could have had a smaller, more beautiful, more warm house if she just would chill the fuck out and stop trying to show out for everybody like somebody gives a damn. You know what we want you to spend money on, bitch? Your weave. You're on the show. We want you to spend money on your weave so we can stop having to see the hairline going all the way back here, okay, with the yaki all flowy and shit, but not really connected to the hairline. That's what we want you to do, bitch, okay? We want you to keep getting that old nasty, nice Botox that you getting that's good, but not too bad so it don't fuck up your facial features. We want you to keep spending your money on stuff like that, Karen, on your gym membership, bitch, on your suction lipo. Whatever you're doing, that's what we want you to spend your money on, not on fronting in big ass houses that you and that old ass man can barely make it around as it is. Who's cleaning up the house, Karen? Giselle says that she and Ashley are friends now because they met up for lunch. She says she considers little Ashley a friend now, okay? She is still with that man Sherman that we met last reunion. They've been together a year. And she says that all he asks her to do is fuck him and feed him. She don't feed him, but you know what? She uses her booty muscles to please the man. And I'm like, girl, all right. We barely know the nigga, and you just giving us all of this information? In this discussion, we also talk about Ashley. Okay, y'all want to know what's going on with Lil Ashley? Well, Lil Ashley separated from Michael last reunion. We knew that took place. They were actually living apart. Okay, and they have been living apart. She has her own apartment. But there have been some more stresses on their relationship since the last time we saw them. Now, last time we saw them, it was all about that damn restaurant that they was trying to sell kangaroo out of, okay? It wasn't doing that well, but apparently now it's doing better for the people, okay? And I'm like, yeah, good for y'all. Get it together, bitch. All that arguing, fussing, and fighting and trying to play people that went on behind that restaurant. Okay? But you know what the problem now is? Ashley's mama. Now, I'm not really clear on the situation with Ashley's mama, and I'm going to tell you why. Because on one part, we understand that Ashley is giving a lot of things to her mom. She's bought a house, given her a car, and Michael feels like he's being used for his money so that she can take care of her mother. And I kind of feel like, well, that's kind of what she's supposed to do. You don't have to do it, but it's kind of the right thing to do when your mom has sacrificed so you could have as much as she can provide for you, and then you get ahead in life. You're supposed to reach back and help at least your mama. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the right way to go about it. But Michael has some issues with it. So my worry is that the mama is like asking for shit all the time in a way that is excessive. And that might be the problem. So Giselle tells Ashley about the conversation she had with Robin, because Robin went around telling everybody that she talked to Karen for 3 hours, and Karen gave her the lowdown or the low lie on the situation with the taxes and the O&I IRS. And everybody is saying that they believe Karen is lying because they believe Karen was showing her ass to try to act like she had money and act like this tax thing wasn't happening when she knew very well that it was happening, okay? We seeing just all across the board, everybody is convinced that Karen's ass is lying. Bravo showed us the clip of Ray telling her he had talked to her about it, and she just kind of doing this thing where she acts like she didn't hear it. And I realized that everybody has certain experiences with Karen that prove that her ass be lying. So we can't be believing you, bitch, and you can't be getting all mad and in your feelings and shit when you know you be lying. Okay, I can't stand when people act like they don't know what they doing. You know what you was doing, bitch. You know you lying. Stop it. Just tell the truth or don't say nothing at all. Okay? Lord have mercy. So I told y'all Monique is loving her new house, and but she's really stressed out. She's got her 2 kids. They want to have another kid. I mean, bitch, they got an elevator in your house and you have staff. Why are you stressed out? Oh, because her nanny decided to quit and only gave her a month's notice, and she was supposed to be with her for 2 years. And I'm like, okay, all right, I guess. But maybe if you and that mama could get it to see, that's the thing that mamas fuck it up, because mamas don't realize that all you got to do is get in cool with your, not to say that you need to get in cool because you are the mother, but at the end of the day, it's better to have a good relationship with your daughter-in-law. Because if you do, you could have been living in that big ass house with them and helping them with their kids, and you could have been being taken care of. And you could have really been in a family, but instead you want to be a hater and want to be one of them mamas that, so mad that some other woman gets to reap the benefits of their child's hard work like that wasn't going to happen. Like, he's a man. That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to take care of his wife, especially if he is financially able to. You know what I'm saying? She says she's having a whole bunch of lunch meetings and dinner meetings, and she's just doing a lot, so she's tired. And I'm just like, but y'all are rich, bitch. Shouldn't it be easy for you to go sit your ass down somewhere, Monique? You know what I'm saying, girl? Rich bitch problems, complaining about having money. Robin and Juan are still divorced, but they are living together. Juan just got a new job, so that means less stresses on their relationship. So now they're moving into a bigger home with their 2 boys, and they're sleeping in the same bed, and they're having sex. And I'm like, so nothing has changed, Robin. I still feel like Robin is slightly delusional, even though Juan is giving me, a more present feel, and maybe he saw himself in the last 2 seasons, especially at last year's reunion, and maybe felt like, okay, now that things are going better, I really need to stop taking advantage. Y'all, we just came back from watching Acrimony at the show, and it was really good. Tyler Perry did a really great job with that movie, okay? And what I want to say is Robin is the type of woman that the Acrimony shit happens to. You the one that be with them when they don't have nothing and work all hard and break your back and make sacrifices and be generous and bite your tongue and don't sleep with nobody else. And you do all of this shit for this man who has divorced your ass, okay? Y'all are not together. All right, but you're doing all of this, and he gonna move on to another woman who he hasn't battered and bruised as much as you, and he gonna give her everything that you've been wanting him to give you this whole time. That's what happened on Acrimony. But in this situation, I just feel like I don't know if I can trust this Robin and Wine situation, because if y'all really wanted to get back together, maybe getting married again would have been a better option instead of, oh, let's just move into a bigger house together. I also realized that Robin's ass might be trying to stay around because it's like finally this nigga can help pay some of these bills around here. Okay, for real, and we can be in a better situation, and I don't have to be stressed out no more. So I totally get her staying with him, but just something about it still rings to me as unhealthy, regardless to whether she wants to admit it or not. So Robin tells Wine that she's meeting with Karen because Karen wanted to thank her because Karen gave her really good advice in that 3-hour conversation. And she told her that she needed to support Ray. No matter what, support your husband. Just wait on him to tell you what's going on. And that's what she did, and she feels like that was the best advice that could have been given to her. Now, I feel like Wine gave Robin the best advice, which was try to be a good friend. Don't be like Ashley trying to bring up information that you know that you done Googled about somebody in their face like you're going to tell them about their own business as if it's yours. Wine kept telling her, you don't know what's going on with them, so just be a friend. Don't be like Ashley. And I feel like Robin went and acted like Ashley. Like, even though it was in the Huffington Post, I understand that you were going to talk about it. I just feel like Robin has a way of being very messy and acting entitled about it. And also acting entitled about it and acting like she herself has not had that done to her. Because when Ashley did it to her, she had all this beef and animosity towards Ashley, but she turns around and does the same thing to Karen, okay? Now, when her and Karen meet up, okay, because I'm going to just get straight to that, all right? They meet up, and when they sit down, and she, the conversation begins very cool. Like, we thinking it's going to be fine. Robin decides to tell Karen that she doesn't really believe her story and that it doesn't add up. And, we read it here and read it there, and the other girls also feel like they don't believe that you didn't know. And Karen was like, wait a minute, so you mean to tell me you went back and talked about the private conversation that we had with all of the other girls? It's like, of course she did. Karen, y'all on a reality show and y'all about to start a new season. Of course that's what she did. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay? And Robin is just like kind of over it and is like, look, yeah, I went and talked to them about it. Don't make that a thing. Like, that's not a thing. Why do you feel the need to lie about whatever is going on with you? And she just kept prying about it. And then she has this like dismissive attitude. Okay, Karen, all right. And it's just really fucking annoying to me. Like, I'm sorry. Like, there are times when I feel like I should like Robin, but there are things about her that I really don't like. Karen checked her and let her know that she was fine. Ray said that her money and the money that she has in her bank accounts are just fine. But of course, they not trying to hear Karen's explanation. Robin isn't trying to hear it. And I'm sure when Robin tells the other ladies what was said, they'll believe it's a lie too. But Karen just wasn't feeling the vibe of you telling her that she's a liar about her own shit. And I understand Robin, because like as a person that does say, I'm a real person, I'm a real woman, I'm very honest, it's hard for me to be a liar. A lot of times if somebody lies in my face, I'm gonna clock the fuck out of them for it. But I feel like finances and stuff like that, people personal issues like that go on in their household, if they don't want to tell you, they don't have to tell you. So I don't understand her getting mad about it. I'd have been like, look, you don't want to tell me? That's all right, girl. I'm still here. All right? But I'm just telling you what everybody said. But if that's what you say it is, what else I'm going to do but believe you? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, what does it matter if she's lying or not? What difference do it make? Y'all don't need to defend Karen to anybody. So why does it matter if she's lying about how, when, what? Let that bitch live her delusion. It's not hurting you. Ashley actually had a huge argument with Michael the night before she was supposed to move back into his house. So she's packing up all her stuff and talking to her friend Dawn, and her friend is just like, you need to make sure you really want to be with him before you move back in with him, because he talked to you bad and he's not having it with you spending all that money on your mama. And you really you really do need to just tell her, stop, that's enough. And, I really feel like we'll see them delve into this situation a little bit more so we can know. But she still, after that argument, after that fight, crying all morning, packs her bags up and left and went back to her home with Michael. And he had flowers and a letter waiting for her saying that he was happy she was home. And I can see that he's happy that she's home. But my problem is that the only reason why she really wasn't living with him anymore and went to get an apartment is because he grabbed some of her dresses, threw them on the couch, and told her to get her ass out his house, that it was no longer hers. And that's my problem. Because if you feel like you can just throw me out of our house because you don't agree with me, or we having an argument, or we having a fight, then you don't feel like I'm an equal partner in this marriage. And that's the problem I feel like they have in their relationship, with him being older and being the one footing the bill for everything, and her being young and having the room to be frivolous with his money. And, in so many words, I wouldn't say she's really frivolous, because Ashley seems very responsible, and, she doesn't seem like somebody that's out there just spending all her money on expensive things. She seems practical. Growing up poor will do that for you, okay? I just feel like she wants to take care of her mom, and I think that she needs to find a way to make that something she can do on her own. I don't think her money needs to be tied to his money. I think they should have their money, and she should use his influence and his money to make her own money, so that if she wants to give to her mom, it is not taken away from their joint account, and it is not a conversation that they need to have, because it's her money, just like he has his. And she also needs to make sure she puts her name on the fucking deed to the houses that they live in, so he can stop feeling like he can kick her out whenever he wants to, okay? I'm just saying, y'all, if you're going to move back in with him, you need to make sure you make some changes for real, and not just when it comes to your mama in that restaurant, okay? All right? Now, let me skim through and see, if I missed anything else. Okay, let me find out that I missed something else. Jesus. No, that was basically it, y'all. Real Housewives of Potomac had a nice first episode. I was here for it. I'm excited to see what this new girl is gonna bring to the table, because she seems very bubbly. She might either be very exciting and likable, or very annoying. I don't know. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and comment on the video. Don't forget to share my videos. I appreciate everybody who does all the time, who watch every video. I love you all so much, and I very, very much appreciate y'all. I also appreciate everybody that always tells me to keep on singing, because I will, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, okay? I just want you to know that today, if ain't nobody tell you today that they appreciate you, Bondi appreciates you, okay? So thank you. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the video tomorrow for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.